I've often had arguments with my uncle about technology and potential advancements that will happen in the future. And he always has this very dogmatic view of um, that there is always going to be more to learn and that we don't know anything. And I was like, it's a mixture of yes and no. There are things that we don't know how to do, right? But there are also fundamental limits to what is possible. And that's something that he just doesn't want to accept. And I think that that's quite possibly something that is a common occurrence amongst mankind, more or less, is that we've just got this inborn desire to look at things and think that it's possible to overcome. It's almost like a shonen protagonist's attitude towards reality, that they can just overcome it just because, right? And as depressing as my perspective is, I'd like to be a little bit more realistic about the possibilities that are going to await us. I'm not one given to thinking that anything is possible just if we put our minds to it, because that's just not true. Never been true. It's never going to be true. So I think that realistically, like when you're considering things like space travel, I'll be frank, I just do not see the point. Like, I know that Elon Musk is pushing the ideas of, oh, we need to be a two-planet species and we need to go to Mars and live out our days. And I was like, why does anybody want to go to a dead world? Why would you want to go to a dead world? Doesn't have the mass to support an atmosphere, cannot be terraformed in any meaningful way. That's the thing about Mars, is that they never talk about the fact that it just doesn't have the mass to retain an atmosphere. So any terraforming efforts that you would go to on that planet would be a constant grind against preventing it from dissipating into nothingness. So any atmosphere that you produce will be slowly lost because the gravity is just too weak. So even if you manage to get a thick, warm atmosphere, it would be energetic enough to escape its own gravity. So it's a waste of time. It's a dead world. And nothing will ever change that. So the question occurs, why the colonization push?